Hi guys!
Hi guys!
Welcome to another Wednesday video!
Yay!
Smelleanor has found a BuzzFeed article test thing.
Quiz is the word you're looking for.
Quiz is the word. Smelleanor has found a BuzzFeed quiz named How British Are You?
Because I think I'm more stereotypically British than Deafhead is.
And I just think I'm just more patriotic. Despite the fact I want to move out of the country.
Yeah, exactly. You want to move to Canada as soon as you possibly can. You don't drink tea.
True. I'm basically not British. But we'll take the quiz anyway.
We'll take the quiz and we'll find out.
We'll prove that even though I'm not British, I'm still more British than Smelleanor.
Right, so I think the best way of doing this is if we take it turns to read out a question and all the answers, and then we'll talk about what our answer's going to be.
Yes.
And then we get to the end and it gives you a rating of how British you are. So we'll see which of us is more British.
Yep.
Yeah?
Yep.
Cool.
Like it.
Right.
It's on the phone.
On the phone.
On the phone. We'll put a link in the description. So, first question. You're about to go on holiday, it's 7 AM, you're sat in the departure lounge, what do you drink? The answers are a cup of Earl Grey, a cup of Builder's Breakfast, a coffee, a pint, you're on holiday after all, or a glass of OJ. Orange juice, basically.
Well, Earl Grey, obviously.
Orange juice.
But Earl Grey tea, it tastes so good.
Well, I don't drink tea, I don't drink coffee, and orange juice is nice in the mornings. It's also nice in the
I agree,
afternoons.
orange juice is nice any time of day.
Indeed.
But it's 7 o'clock, I need tea.
I think I'd actually go for hot chocolate.
It's not an option. You're not allowed
Evidently.
Not allowed hot
Not
chocolate.
on the menu. Get out.
Question 2. The hairdresser holds up a mirror. You hate your new haircut. What do you do? Option 1. Politely ask them if they could maybe make it a bit more like what you had in mind. Call in sick at work for a few days to ensure minimum embarrassment. Tell them it's great and then go and get it fixed at the place around the corner. Tell them exactly what you think and refuse to pay, or smile and nod before tipping them.
Smile and nod before tipping them.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
I can't say that it's bad. I've had a few bad haircuts and I've just gone, yep, and walked out of there.
I see. I tell them it's great and then go and get it fixed because I can't deal with walking around looking like I've got a bad haircut. But I wouldn't be able to tell them either.
Yeah.
And I know exactly what you mean.
Yeah.
I can't deal with that
You
confrontation.
can't go, no, you've done bad at your job.
Although sometimes when they hold the mirror up and they go, is that short enough? And you go, could you just take a little bit more off, please?
That's acceptable. Because it's just like, do more of your job. Please.
Yeah, it's not doing your job
it's not wrong. It's just do a bit more
Do a
of
bit
it.
more of it. Is this
Whereas
the symbol for more?
It's when they go too short, you're like, oh crap.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's a bit awkward. Like our last haircut. I've gone for smile and nod before tipping them. What do you go for?
Tell them it's great and then go and get it fixed at the place around the corner.
Question 3. You're introduced to a new colleague but don't quite catch their name. How do you react?
God, I hate this.
Every person has been through this situation. Answer 1. Ask them to repeat their name. Answer 2. Avoid using their name at all costs by calling them mate and hey you. Guess their name. Ignore them forever. Make up false stories about them so that they lose their job.
I feel like I'd probably ask them to repeat their name because I feel like you can ask somebody once. You have to leave it a certain amount of time.
Yeah.
Give it like an hour or so and then go, oh sorry, I didn't quite catch your name. And that's acceptable just once. But if you don't catch it then as well, then you've just got to call them by hey and mate for the rest of their lives.
See, I think if they go, oh hi, my name's Umizu, you just go, oh sorry, what? And then they tell you, and if you can catch it then, you've saved.
Yeah.
But if you don't catch it then, you're just like, oh okay.
Yeah.
And then like 2 hours later or something, you just have to go, sorry, I'm terrible at names. What is your name again? Or something like that.
Yeah. And if you still don't catch it.
If you don't catch it, you're stuck with mate or hey or hi. Just never any names.
Yeah. Right, I'm going to go with ask them to repeat their name.
I'm going with avoid using the name at all costs by calling them mate or hey you. Because that's my preferred option.
It's less confrontational.
Yeah, exactly. As little confrontation and conversation as possible.
When did you last have a cup of tea? You don't drink tea. In the last month, in the last week, earlier today, or you're drinking one right now?
I don't drink tea.
I haven't had a cup of tea this morning, so I can't say earlier today, but I did have one yesterday, so I'm going to go with in the last week.
Do you want to go make one right now and then you can have drinking one right now? Apparently I make a good cup of tea.
You do make good tea.
Despite not liking tea.
You do make good
which
tea.
Which everyone finds baffling.
It makes no sense, but you do make good tea.
Put it on my CV. 5. You wave at a friend in the street, but then realise it wasn't them. Do you? Laugh it off, it happens to everyone. Chase them down to explain what happened.
Oh,
3. Cry. Replay the moment over and over again in your mind until something even more embarrassing happens. 5. Have a drink.
Replay the moment over and over again, surely. That's what everybody does, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just so embarrassing. I hate that moment
It's
when you're
the
like,
worst.
oh, that's not who I thought it was. And it's worse if you shout them as well.
Oh, yeah.
So I just don't ever shout anybody in the street. I see somebody. I have been known to text people. Like I see somebody.
Are you in the street?
Yeah, I see them down the street and I'm like, is that you still outside the shop? And I'm like, oh, hello. You could have just shouted. I'm like, yeah, no.
So we've both gone for the same thing. Replay the moment
Replay the moment over and over again until something more embarrassing happens.
Until about 3 years later when you remember it again.
Oh, and then you get that cringe attack.
Yeah.
Oh. Question 6. You and your partner are both adamant that each other eats the last hobnob. How do you resolve this situation? A. Split it in 2. Do what they say and eat it. Open another packet so you can both have one. Argue about it and break up. Or, what's a hobnob? Split it in 2. You're like, sharing is caring.
This question just makes me think of the Guilty Biscuit.
The Guilty Biscuit.
By Jack Howard with Carrie Fletcher.
It does become a guilty biscuit.
It does, that is the guiltiest biscuit in the world.
That biscuit is riddled with guilt. I'd go with split it in 2 because you can always share.
I'd go split it in 2.
Sharing is caring.
Giving is living. Someone knocks into you at the bar and spills their beer on you. You get angry, offer to buy them a replacement, say sorry, it was probably your fault anyway, pretend that nothing happened, try to make a joke out of it and become their friend.
I mean, say sorry, that's how it works, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's like when someone walks into you in the street, you just go, oh, sorry. Like, they walked into me.
Yeah. You walked into me and interrupted my day, but sorry.
So, say sorry, because it was probably my fault anyway.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Question 8. Your flat is freezing cold, but it's too early in the year to put your heating on. What do? Put on a record equaling 6th jumper. Put the heating on. Who cares if it's August? Put the heating on. Who cares if it's August? C. Sit there stubbornly whilst moaning about how cold it is. D. Make a cup of tea. Or E. Go to the pub.
I sit there stubbornly whilst moaning how cold it is.
Make tea. It warms you up. You just sit and cradle a cup of tea and then you can smell it and the warmth. Just the smell warms your soul and the cup warms your hands in your hands. Tea is the answer to everything.
I don't like tea. Are England going to win in the World Cup? Yes. With a bit of luck and a fair win they could make the final, then it's anyone's. They'll lose quarterfinals on penalties. Probably not, but let's give the boys our full support. They've got about as much chance of winning in Brazil as Scotland do.
I don't care about football in the slightest.
I give about 1 care.
1 care? Just
one
specifically,
care.
just 1?
Just the 1 care.
I love that care is now a count now.
It is. You can give many cares or little cares. I'm giving a little 1 care.
Just 1 care?
Just 1 care.
I'm going to say probably not, but let's give the boys our full support. Because, you know, everyone knows they're not going to win, but you have to get behind them. Make a decision!
I like to be optimistic, so I'll go with they'll lose in the quarters. In
You
penalties.
think they can get to the quarterfinals?
It's happened sometimes.
Question 10. You're sat in the window seat of a plane and need the loo, but the person in the aisle seat is asleep. What do? A. Gently wake them up to ask if they can let you out. B. Risk lasting internal damage by refusing to say anything. C. Cough louder and louder until they wake up. D. Try to squeeze past them without waking them up, but they do just as it looks like you're trying to sit on their lap. Or E. What's a loo? A loo is obviously a toilet for anybody who doesn't understand that.
I'm going
risk internal damage, because you can't possibly wake them up. That's just horrific. Can't wake them up because that's too confrontational, and I can't climb over them because you can guarantee they're going to wake up just as I'm effectively sat on their lap, and that's not cool either. I can't cope with either of those. Probably leave it until like, okay, I actually cannot wait any longer. At which point
you have to do the cough.
Oh, I don't know what I'd do though, because I can't do with the coughing either. I would probably squeeze past. And that's awful. Because even if you're doing a squeeze past, you then have to decide which way you face.
Oh yeah, do you face them or do you face
away from them?
Do they wake up looking at your crotch or at your bum?
Yeah.
Like in which way are you trying to molest them? It's basically the decision you're having to make.
Yeah.
But I'm going with risk internal damage.
As am I.
Last question. You started to bump into a new colleague on the train to work every morning. So you change your commute, arrive at work half an hour early so as to avoid forced niceties, talk to them, it's nice to be nice, Ignore them forever or pretend to be asleep?
This is a tough question.
There's a few answers.
There are options, but each option has consequences. So my instinct would be to change my commute, but then you have to deal with the fact that they're going to see you when you get to work and know that you've changed your commute so that you don't have to see them, and that's awkward.
Arriving to work half an hour early seems...
excessive.
It seems acceptable to me. That may be what I might choose. That's only half an hour. They could be like, oh yeah, I just want early starts, you know. I want to get going and stuff so I can leave half an hour early.
But they'll know, and you know they know, and they know that you know that they know. That's the problem. So much internal just angst. But see, you want to be able to just talk to them because, you know, it's nice to be nice, but then you're stuck like that forever.
Yeah, then you're committed. Ignore them forever is an option.
No, it's not.
Because on the morning commute, who talks? Like, seriously. Who talks? If you've been on a train or a bus in the morning rush, it is silent.
A minute, you're right. Until the kid's gone.
Oh, kill them. Just kill them all.
I don't know what to do.
I'm going for ignore them forever. Because I've done that before, it works, it's fine. There's just a mutual agreement that you ignore each other on the commute, but you can talk at work, if needed.
I would just feel too bad. I would feel like I'm insulting them. I couldn't do it. I think I'm going to go arrive early.
You're arriving early, that's fair.
I think that's the best way of getting out of this situation.
It is, it's a good way. Right, answer time.
Alright, what did you get?
I got, as British as Stephen Fry walking a corgi outside Buckingham Palace. You're awkward, you're easily embarrassed, you're sickeningly polite, you're as British as they come.
Impressive. I got, I'm as British as a Dalek serving afternoon tea. There aren't many more British or awkward than you. The Empire is lucky to have you.
I don't know who's more British.
I think we're both equally as British.
I think we're pretty British.
Because I think you have the embarrassment factor and I have the tea factor.
Yes.
I think that's where, because I don't think I'm quite as easily embarrassed by public situations as you are.
Yeah. I'll avoid contact at all costs.
Yeah, whereas I can deal with being nice to people if the situation calls for it.
Yeah.
Whereas David can't deal with tea. It tastes so good.
I'm sorry.
Tea.
DMT, team hot chocolate.
I don't like hot chocolate.
That's a completely separate issue.
I drink it cold.
What? So that's it for this video. Apparently we're both pretty British. I'm taking that as a win.
It's a draw.
Yeah, which means it's a win for me. Because we thought that I was going to be less British. It's a draw, which means it's a win for me. Awesome. Thanks for watching this video, guys.
Don't forget to give it a like if you liked it if you liked.
And subscribe to see more future videos.
We upload on Wednesdays and Sundays.
We'll see you in the next video, guys.
High five. You can't put that on here either.
I can.
You cannot.
It's my edit, I'll do what I like.